Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Was Neglected by His Family and Turned His Life Around? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now, before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Made What If channel as well. And I apologize for yesterday. I was, being lazy, and I didn't make a single thing. That's the whole excuse. Anyways, moving onwards, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins 8 years after the QB attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato. As we go towards the said village Shinobi district, where we see a house was located, on which an Uzumaki swirl symbol was proudly displayed. This was the house of Uzumaki clan and the current Hokage of the said village, Minato no Mikaze, and today a party was being hosted there. As the center of attention were Menma and Mito Uzumaki no Mikaze, the children of prophecy of the future, and the heroes of Konoha, who has taken upon themselves the great burden of storing the Kyubi Yoko's chakra away within them, and trying to master it without falling into its trap and power. The people of Konoha loved them, adored them to the point that they begin to think that they were gods in human skin. While on the other side, they have also forgotten alongside the family that they had another child, another one who bore the same burden as the other two, that were treated like gods. His burden, some might even say, were greater than theirs, because he had sealed within him the soul of the Kyubi no Yoko. As now we see, the party in the evening was going smoothly. Minato and Kushina were happiest as Menma and Mito were being presented in front of everyone, as well as being glorified by everyone. The praises were being sung left and right by shinobi clans and the council members alike. Even the daimyo was there and was honoring them. All the while, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, the third youngest and forgotten child of Minato and Kushina, were seated in the corner with a slice of cake in his hand that he was, playing with a fork in his hand. As that is when we see an old man appeared in front of him. This was Hiruzen Sarutobi. My dear boy, what are you doing here, sitting all on your own? Oh, Hiruzen-sama. I apologize. Do you need to sit down? No, I may be old, young one, but I'm not that old. How about we go outside? You don't look like you're in a good mood, and this place is, to be honest, quite suffocating. Oh, I see. And so both of them arrived in the backyard. As now we see, Hiruzen said, after a moment of silence, Naruto, right? Yes, sir. My name is Naruto. It's fine. You can call me, by my name or just, you know, you can call me even Grandpa if you want to. After all, I am at that age now. I see. Then Hiruzen Gigi it is. I like that. Well, why were you sad, young one? I, I'm not sad, I'm just happy. Happy for what? For being placed in the corner with a slice of cake like it isn't your birthday? Has Naruto's eyes what you know who I am? Of course I do, Naruto. I was there when you were born. How could I have forgotten about you? As Naruto's eyes widened, how is this possible? Nobody nobody remembers me. Well, they won't, because they weren't there. I did because I was. So tell me, I have seen you and have been noticing you for the past 10 past minutes. Well, I don't think I should say this, but oh well. I I've been trying my hardest to, also learn what my brother and sister have been, but I have been always been told off that I shouldn't, and it could be dangerous and reckless and I should wait out. And now we're gonna soon begin our academy, and I don't even know one thing about our clan, or I I don't even know what to do or what not. You haven't even unlocked your chakra yet? Oh, that I did because I I heard my father explaining to the other two, so I was able to grasp. You were able to grasp, and how long did it take? Oh, only 2 tries. First time it was quite hard. The second time I felt the warmth come over and I knew that this was my chakra. Impressive. Impressive indeed. So, they haven't trained you? Not a single bit. No, sir. It's fine. I told you you don't need to call me that. But you don't need to tell them. I'm sure they will train me soon enough because they told me once I reach of age they will. How are you gonna balance the academy with their training? The whole point of the clan head children is that they get a head start when they're young. Otherwise you are no better than a civilian, son. A civilian who against all odds have to rise against them an already unfair challenge and become the legendary shinobi in its own right. Do you wish to become that? Well, I do, but they say that they're busy with something, so how am I gonna get their attention? Tell you what, how about I give you some basic techniques and scrolls and see where this goes. And so, for the first year of Naruto's academy, Naruto was learning under Hiruzen the basics of the shinobi world as well as the basics of taijutsu, ninjutsu, chakra exercises and whatnot. While this was going, we see Hiruzen in his spare time now that he had was also watching over the taijutsu training of Naruto as well on his own. Until one dreadful day. After their 9th birthday, we see that Naruto for the first time was called into the, well, TV lounge of the house, where the whole family was seated alongside with Jiraiya Sensei being there. Oh, hey Jiraiya-sama. It's nice to see you again. What is this, Dojan? Kajan? Naruto said, his almost excitement showing through his voice. He was trying to hold it in. Maybe it was today that they will train him. Maybe. Maybe they would go out somewhere and have a nice time. They have been ignoring him. Maybe they have noticed that he was being left out. Son, said Minato, we have to leave this village and you back here to watch over the house and train. We're going on a training trip with Menman Mito with Sensei. As Naruto's smile fell as his fist clenched tightly. I see, but why must I? It's simple, Naruto, said Menma, adjusting his glasses. You being near us is a hazard for both of our sake and yours. So the best way to, well, keep everyone safe is to keep you here. Besides, you're going to the academy. And from what we have noticed, you have basic survival instincts and you are capable of surviving on your own because, let's be honest, mother and father have not been able to make time to make you lunch, dinner, and even breakfast that you have been cooking on your own. As Naruto's eyes widened, and so did Minato and Kushina. Wait, what? Said Jiraiya. As Naruto then said, oh, I love to go. It's not that. I won't even cause trouble. I can go with you if you want to. Just don't leave me here. Son, it's for your own safety. The outer world is out there quite dangerous. Yeah, to be honest, kid, I kind of, don't want you to go out there yet. Because you might get scared or, get killed. Shit happens out there and I don't want any casualties on my team. Because of a weak link. I, I understand. As Jiraiya rubbed his head, look, I didn't mean to say it like this, but it is what it is, kid. As Naruto looked heartbroken as he then said, fine, I'll watch over the home. You guys go on. As after that, Naruto went upstairs into his room as now we see the whole packing being done. After a few hours, there was a knock on the door. As soon as the door opened, Mito was standing on the other side. Hey, oh, hey, Nesan. Wow, it's almost weird. Huh. Been a long time since I came here, huh? It's fine, Nesan. Well, what can I do for you? Nothing. It's just don't take it the wrong way. What Nissan has said and what Erusanin has said. They say things in a mean way, but they mean good. I don't know why we must go. I honestly and genuinely don't understand. Why must we leave you behind? I mean, you're not a kid anymore, and you're a genius in your own right if they train you. I can see that. Really? Yes, of course, Naruto. You have been training with Hiruzen and Gigi, right? Of course I have been. Who told you? I have seen you, silly. And let's be honest, your training is progressing quite far ahead. I might even dare say that you even can spar against me and survive for at least 10 minutes or so. I see. See, you cheered up now. Now listen, I know this is sad that we have to leave you behind, but I promise you this. If either one of me or Menma-san aren't the child of prophecy, I'm gonna beat the shit out of, well, our parents and then Irasani, because this is their fault on them. I guess in a sense it is. Nisan, just focus on your training, okay? Look, Naruto, I know that I have not been the best sister to you. I have been. I know you were forced to ignore me and train. Your whole childhood has been taken from you. Same could be said for Nisan. It's just, I know he means well, but the way he say it, it hurts. He's not good with words, you know that, right? Yeah, I know. I love both of you. In a way, I guess. And he loves us as well, Naruto. He does. Trust me. As after that, we see Mito gave her brother a hug, and from both him and her, she waved goodbye to Naruto and then left. As now we see her leaving, Menma was leaning against a wall. As now we see he had a smile on his face. You know, you should have come there and I would have sent something odd again and he would have gotten hurt. You see how his face went when I said those words? I didn't mean it like that, but I'm bad with words, Mito, when I'm under stress. I know. After all, I've been training with you and spending the most time with you over here, Nissan. Let's get our asses going before they... Yeah, let's get going. And so, the family left with Jiraiya himself, leaving Naruto behind, and Hiruzen in charge, who was called Naruto with the help of Kakashi. As now we see, he was furious. My dear boy, I am quite ashamed of what my successor, your father, has done, alongside my student. As Hiruzen bowed, as Naruto's eyes widened, what are you doing, Gigi? I am apologizing to you, because my teachings haven't gone through the thick skull of Jiraiya, and he has forced the family to split up with their own young son. That is something that I even cannot tolerate. Myself. He's a bigger failure to me than Orochimaru ever was. It's fine, Gigi, it's fine. And besides, I kind of, agreed to the whole thing. They did tell me outright that I was the weakling. Weakling, he said, huh? Listen to me, my dear boy. You really wish to be just a shinobi or something great. Look, I'm not telling you to become a Hokage. Trust me, this job is hellish. The title sounds good and all that, but there are a lot more stronger shinobis out there who just, don't want to take this title. Trust me. If you wish to become a shinobi, become a damn strong one, and a legend in your own right. You still have not been given up completely on Naruto, not by me at least. I believe that you could rival the strength of the child of prophecy, if they are, that is. You still believe that I have a shot at being the child of prophecy? Of course, my dear boy. Of course. You have it. As after that we see, Jiraiya and Hiruzen then said, this here is Kakashi. I know who he is. He wears the Inu mask and comes in and out of my, father's home office, right? I'm also a student, Naruto. He never told you that? Oh, I guess he has been quite busy to speak about this matter. He hasn't spoken to him about anything of this such. I see. I did not knew that things were this bad. Of course. You were busy, Kakashi. Well, it is your job now to train him, to teach him. And remember, Naruto, the world isn't as it seems. It is only in your own hands to turn your life around, to make something useful out of yourself. I am regretting because I made it the wrong decisions into choosing some wrong disciplines, but now I'm not doing so because I know from my experience that you hold an extreme potential. Master whatever your heart craves. Once you set your eyes on one goal, focus. Focus, and once you succeed, then make another goal and continue. I want you to become so strong before they return that once they return, they will feel regret for leaving you ever behind. Naruto now was quite conflicted because something within his heart wanted to show his parents that he was much more than what they thought of him. Even to Jiraiya, he knew that his siblings, even though in their odd way, loved him, but they also thought that he, well, was a little bit weak than them. So he had a lot to prove. I agree. I will train. And so, Naruto's training under Kakashi began. Kakashi taught him everything he knew about being a shinobi, from his styling as well that Naruto copied soon after wearing a mask as well as, well, attire similar to his. But instead of wearing a Jonin vest, he wore a jacket. As now we see, time began to pass by. Naruto learned that he had lightning style as well as fire style and water style and earth style. After time progressed, Naruto was able to learn Fuinjutsu arts, focusing on taijutsu as well as ninjutsu techniques. Naruto even mastered the Chidori and created the twin lightning dragon. Instead of coming out of the sky, the lightning was formed near Naruto as two dragons made out of pure lightning would form into the gauntlets of lightning around Naruto's fist while using in taijutsu battles, close combats, and long range as well, because Naruto could literally throw the whole lightning dragon at you, which was quite devastating. Naruto also has discovered a secret of the Shadow Clone technique, using it to his advantage, more like abusing it. As this was going on, we see Menma and Mita were training on the Toad Mountain, while Naruto was met with Enma. This is Enma, the Monkey King. He has also seen the same potential as I have seen in you, Naruto. He has seen your training over the course of years, and now he's going to offer you something important. What is it, Enma-sama? Enma is fine, kid. I've seen the potential in you, my dear boy. Have what it takes to become the Monkey Sage, rivaling and wielding the power of Sun Wukong, the true Monkey King himself, the one who rebelled against heavens. Is that possible? I know you failed, Hiruzen. Don't get me wrong, everyone does. But this boy's potential is like a river being holded back by a dam that is almost breaking. I can see the cracks. With the right hands as well as training, he will be able to become someone who reveals finally the strength of Sun Wukong. As now we see, Naruto agreed and accepted, and after that he went to the Monkey Mountain, on huge trees monkeys resided. He sat there, ignoring the weather for a whole year, meditating, as well as focusing. He didn't eat, he didn't drink, he just meditated, gathering his nourishment from the nature itself. And slowly, his eyes opened. They were glowing golden. And suddenly, a ring glowed and appeared around his head like a crown. As Naruto stood up, his hand extended to the left side, and he then summoned the staff of Sun Wukong. As it appeared from the sky, piercing through the sky itself and slamming into the earth, shattering it, as Naruto was holding it as the staff glowed, like his eyes. As now we see, Enma then said, "The spirit of Sun Wukong lives within you, boy. You have achieved his strength by mastering the sage mode of the Monkey Clan." I cannot believe it, as the monkeys were cheering, because their once renounced leader has returned. As now we see, Naruto then said, "This is amazing." And so, after rotating the staff left and right and doing some, well, normal exercises with it. He extended the staff as it extended and slammed against a tree quite far away, smashing through it as it extended back to being normal again. Impressive, isn't it? Yes, impressive indeed. As Naruto then returned back to normal, but the staff didn't leave. Wait, why isn't the staff going away? Sun Wukong has chosen you as its rightful successor to wield it. Why would it go away? It's right where it needs to belong. With you. As the staff shrank down and it became almost so small that Naruto could place it on even in his pocket. As Naruto did that, so what now, boss? Naruto asked. I guess it's time for you to return. As Naruto was about to return, we see Enma felt something, and so did Naruto. What was that? Hiruzen. He's in danger. As both Enma as well as Naruto dashed and arrived just in the nick of time. As now we go towards Hiruzen's perspective, who was on his knees in front of his sensei and the first Hokage, who were revived and were immortal zombies like under the control of his student Orochimaru, who has attacked them under Chunin exams. I'm sorry, monkey, I can't. Until a staff pierced through the chest of the second Hokage. What? As it was Naruto in the sage mode of Monkey Clan, wielding the power of Sun Wukong himself. You think I would allow you to harm this man? As the first and second charged towards him, but Naruto was able to break through each and every attack of theirs and lunged at them, using his bow staff, while mocking and beating the hell out of them. As now we see, Hiruzen was shocked. Is that? Yes. He has awoken it. He has awoken the power of the one who shook the heavens. As Hiruzen felt chills, seeing the power in action of the Sun Wukong. Until we see Enma then smiling and looking at him. You remember the prophecy, don't you? That once he returns, everything will change. The ones who defied heavens and have won before has returned. And this time around, he will be the one who changes the tides of the battle. As now we see only this side, Menma and Mito have completed their training and were now about to find out who the child of prophecy was in the Toad Mountain. Minato and Kushina and Jiraiya were excited because their years of work hard has finally about to be paid off. Until the Toad who was about to say this, the Gamamaru, the elder Toad, then stopped and then slumped back. There's no need for the prophecy any longer. What? What do you mean? Said Jiraiya, shocked, as everyone was equally shocked as him. We spent years. I spent years. I spent almost half of my life for this prophecy. And you're saying that it doesn't matter now? Yes. Why? I want to know. You owe us this much. The one who defies prophecy is arrived into this world. The power that was forbidden and old has awoken. What power? The power of the Monkey King. Sun Wukong has awoken within a child. And he is a being who has trampled the prophecy and messed with the heavens themselves and won. He doesn't care of such things. The one who wields his power also doesn't care. He will protect who he wishes to protect, fight who he wishes to fight. Those who stand in his way shall perish. That is how he lived his life, and that is how he will live his life now as well. As this left them all shook and somewhat baffled. So all these years we spent it away from our brother was for naught? Anything at all? Said Mito as she was about to lose her cool. Calm down, Mito. I'm sorry, my child. The prophecy was valid until he awoken here, arriving into the world of shinobis. Now, it doesn't matter. Oh, and by the way, once you return, you might find something quite surprising there. And so, they all returned, quite disappointed, and somewhat blaming, Jiraiya for it. Look, I don't know what happened. Normally, this never happened. He was quite serious. Sensei, we spent almost all of our kids' life training them. All for what? But once they reached Konoha, all fighting stopped as they dashed immediately within to find that there were a lot of injured. And once they arrived inside the office, they found the council, who led them to Hiruzen, where they saw Hiruzen talking to someone, a blonde-haired kid who was, well, holding on to a staff nearby. As Enma was also there. Well, kid, you certainly have showed everyone the power of the Sun Wukong, the true Monkey King. I'm no Monkey King, but yeah, I guess wielding his strength is quite amazing in its own right, and yet terrifying. Yes, it is. As that is when Naruto turned, as his eyes widened. Wait. As the door slammed open and in came Minato and Kushina, equally shocked. Naruto? Is that you? Yes, it is me. What happened to you? I trained. You left me behind because I needed to train, right? I was the weak link, so I made sure that I wasn't anymore. Naruto knew why the words came out like this, but he was pissed. Naruto, you know that I know what you said me to Ne-san and Mani-san. I'm not speaking about you, to you. I'm just speaking to them. To him who said that I was a weak link in the family. Look, I have become strong. Stronger than I even imagined to be in the first place. And now, I have only one goal. To protect those who are close to me and who I dearly love. As he went forward and hugged his siblings. But when Minato and Kushina came forward, Naruto took a step back. No, Naruto. Why, son? Son? You have ignored me for the most of my life. I highly doubt that you would remember me on your own before you left. It was either Menma-ni-san or Mito-ni-san. It was Menma-ni-san. Mito, you don't need to make things worse. They already were, Ni-san, said Naruto looking towards Menma, who flinched. Look, I don't despise the two of you. I know that your childhood has been taken from you in the name of a prophecy that just simply doesn't make sense. While on the other side, everything was taken from me. My parents' love and my siblings. I was like a stranger in my own home. Nobody barely knew me. That I didn't care about. What I cared about the most was you. And you all turned your back on me. The only people who didn't were these two. And they were continuously surrounded by you to make sure that they forget about me. As Naruto felt hurt and was about to snap, kid, calm down, said Hiruzen. I am calm, Gigi. I am calm. So who is the child of prophecy? Said Naruto, wiping his tear away. And now they all felt red, as Mito then said, no one is. They said that a child is born with the power of the Monkey King or whatnot. A legend who has, tripled with heavens and won. And now he just simply doesn't care about the prophecy. As Naruto's small laughter turned into a full-blown one. Why are you laughing, Naruto? This is not a normal matter. We spent our whole lives ignoring you just for this? We are pissed. I am that Monkey King reincarnate, I guess you can say that. I have meditated for a whole year to gain this power, and I have been chosen to wield it. This is the bow staff of the Monkey King himself. And I have now been given the access to it by himself from the heavens. As everyone was shaken to the core after finding out about this. And on the other side, we see one shadow was also hearing this who escaped. As a meeting was being held in Amekakure by people wearing black cloaks with red clouds, Orochimaru wasn't just captured, he was killed. The one who killed him was someone who claims to be wielding the power of someone who has rebelled against the heavens itself. Some Sun Wukong. Wukong? My whole village worships that dude. He's an old ancient myth. Nothing much, said Hidan. But the true hero is Josh-sama, always was, always will be. Well, the kid has gotten his powers and his staff in his hand. Then we shall trample him first, because we know there's only one God that needs to exist. And so they all arrived, surrounding him within a month. Naruto, using his strength, brought hell upon them. His bow turned into 1,000,000 bows as he struck down, hitting all of them, leaving no room. And he even extended his bow staff to the point that it looked like Earth Tree itself. As now we see, the strength of the attacks were so brutal and much that in the end not a single Akatsuki member, not even Zetsu, was left alive. All of them died. The prophecy, another one, was shattered. Kaguya was frustrated beyond anything, but knew that the Monkey King himself was involved here. He enjoyed this child's life. Through him he lived his life. And now there was no way he would go back again, because now he was free from his imprisonment. He has returned, and he will show everyone who he truly was again. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And follow me on my Meta What If channel as well, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.